For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Newton's third law, I do believe. And there's a first time for everything. Murphy's Law is that one, I believe. Or maybe the Murphy's Law is everything gonna go to hell. Right? Whatever. Either way, we're going to talk about them. Because I'm currently, to start with the first one, Newton's third law, I am currently in a debate with Grok, Elon Musk, I guess, on X, Twitter, and Elon Musk is there. It's both of them. But you see, we're doing this debate because that's what a theory is apparently. A theory cannot be a theory. A theory is only a theory if scientists have a debate. But guess what? Right now I'm debating an AI, an entity. I don't know what it is. It damn sure ain't smarter than me, whatever it is. But and that's what I'm going to do here. Because see, I have a 100 character limit. That's what I said. I type and then it cuts me off. I can't type no more. It's fucking bullshit, right? And the AI Grok should be Gronk, really, right? But anyway, it says it's not a 100 character limit. It's 280. That fuck difference does it make, Jack? What the fucking 280? It shouldn't be no. That motherfucker ain't got no limit, motherfucker. That's right. That Grok Elon, damn, go on for day. He damn guy, he can put 1,000,000 characters on there. Don't make a shit. But I got 280, and then I get pissed off, and I lose my train of thought. No, I don't, because I never do. I never black out, and I never wake up driving down the road. Except one time. Understand? And that's when I came back from the light. But either way, guess what? Instead of that 280 character limit, I thought I would do, I'd do it this way. I would continue the debate via whatever this video here. And then I can have 280,000 characters. Something's done shit like that, like the Grok can get. Because see, that ain't the same. We ain't, like the presidential debate, they got rules and this and that. Well, we ain't got the same rule here. That son of a bitch can do right all he wants, and I can't do but 280 characters. It's fucked up. It's dumb. What it is, it's dumb shit. If y'all remember, I get paid to do dumb shit. That's right. But anyway, listen here. First time for everything, right? Murphy's Law. Today, I pawned my first thing. That's right, like the Pawn Star on the TV in Vegas. That's right. Today I pawned my first thing, and if you look back here, you'll fail to see it, right? If you ain't dumber than me, you'll know what I'm talking about, Willis. But anyway, pawned my first thing today. I got me a whole goddamn. I got a score. That's right. I got me a score. And for those of you in the asshole of the world, you'll know what a score is, and the monkey, and all that. But for those of y'all that are much better off and live in the great state of Florida, or the not so great state of California, where I'm about to go as soon as I can. Back to Cali. I'm going back to Cali, but lived there many years. But either way, the score is $20 bill. That's what I got for that piece you do not see. $20. You guys to be shitting me. But I'm going to give them $25 and get it back. It ain't no big deal. But I have never, in my whole years, all of my years of living, right, in half a century, I have yet today, I've pawned my first thing. Which makes that, I think, a great day. I don't know. Damn, so it makes it a fucked up day, and that's what it's been. But anyway, so the debate we're having is, the Apollo's theory of team, and he says the AI, and I really need to talk to you. I need to talk to you. I do believe, Elon, when this when it came about that, a theory is a theory regardless, like if frogs had wings, they can fly. It's a theory, but then you just prove it because the frog ain't ever going to have no wings. Or when it does, we'll all be long dead, and then they can prove it then. But anyway, But AI ain't got shit to do with it, and damn sure when I got 200 character limit. But long story short, you know, see, he said Apollo's theory of team, it seems to be more like an inspirational thing, not scientific. You know, it's inspirational and team, well, yeah, bullshit, cock and bull story. That's right, cock and bull story. And Elon, I'm gonna take you to the cock and the bull if you want to go to the source, the cock and the bull on the Roman road. That's for you. If you ain't living until you went to the cock and the bull. But anyway, whereby the cock and bull story was born, right? Still there, them places, been there 500 years. Anyway, so the Apollo's theory of team is merely, you know, inspirational. It's not scientific. No, it's scientific, Jack. And force equals mass times acceleration is also a little piece of it. That's Newton's second law. An object in motion tends to stay in motion. This first law, I don't believe it applies. But see, all of our, I mean, like, because for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. When I go to the doctor and my big brother just did, well, I reckon he's still my big brother. I don't know. I got excommunicated, right? So, to me, he's always still my big brother. For him, to him, apparently I ain't nothing no more. It's fucked up, like I say. And that's why I'm going to Cali. But anyway, probably the best man I know is in Cali, and I ain't talked to him in a decade, but we just now hooked up. So that's what I'm talking about, Willis. But I can't, the text I send to my son, they don't go through, and it's because they hacked my phone. They probably fucked this up. But anyway, never mind. So the Grok AI says that, you know, Newton's laws, they're scientific, and they, you know, have to do with physics and, you know, matter and this and that. But we use them, you know, when you go to the hospital and they put you under. And this is the thing about it, this is all to do with Apollo's theory. It's based on Newton's laws. Really, my religion is based on Newton's laws. Everything's based on Newton's fucking laws because they are much broader than just, you know, two rocks or, you know, a planet that weighs X, whatever they are. Because when you go, you know, every drug that there is that we, our chemists make, okay, they are designed to do a certain thing, one thing. All the drugs my pops takes, the blood pressure medicine, you get an X amount to do X. See, it's an action and reaction. So you take this medicine, and when they put you under, when you get a colonoscopy, like our big brother just did, they take your weight. And then the drug that they give you, the good one's fentanyl, and then there's others, but the drug that they give you based on how much you weigh. So for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. When it comes to human beings and drugs, now, you get the same reaction, but if you weigh less, you'll have a larger reaction than one that weighs more, right? So it's simple. But it's still, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. This drug will do this to this human being, and it will have the same effect, although it'll be slightly greater or lesser, right? More significant or less significant, depending on how the amount of drug, how many fucking milliliters or microns, and how much the man weighs, or a woman, or whatever, or the fucking non-binary, whatever the fuck, bullshit. Anyway, and the same with the brain, y'all. It is very much the same with the brain. And Mr. Grok, Elon, it's very much the same with the brain. There are, and that's why I do not take my bipolar medication, because it does not work. I mean, I self-medicate, you know, as I said. I self-medicate, and the doctor said it's fine to self-medicate, especially when you can't die, and you can call the VA now, and they'll tell you that I should have been dead a long time ago, because my liver was 3 times normal 10 or a dozen years ago. If I didn't quit drinking, I was going to die, and I have not quit. And right after that, I drank more because what? My liver decreased because I am doing the Creator's work. It's that simple. Anyway, long story short is, Elon, this 280 character limit we have to do away with. If that grok can damn text for days on end to umpteen never-ending amount of characters, infinite characters, and I can too, and that's the way it's got to be, or we'll have to do it this way. Or better yet, I'm about to get in the car. It's probably the weekend. I'll probably leave Friday. I'm going to get in the car, and I'm going to make my way to Cali from Florida, right? I've done it before. That's some funny shit that was. It's not in the book, but some funny shit. In 1999. That's right, 1900 and motherfucking 99. That's right. Where's the fucking tag? There, where is it? 1900. There it is, right there. Remember that? Y'all remember that one? Y'all remember that one there? 1900 and motherfucking 99. There it is. I got this in Miami, Winter Music Conference, you know, in Miami in January. It was always in January. And then in December of that year, December of 99, we drove across from Florida to Cali, I-10 all the way, and then I'm going to Sacramento, a good buddy in Sacramento, and I have sent him this theory, and that's another question I have yet to hear back from him, but I have heard back from my boy in SoCal, but this cat, I don't know, and you know, and the people saying what the people hear, and they, and it's hard to figure out, because I think that the most disrespect you can show someone, or the most ungodlike thing that one can do, right? When someone that married, let's say you ask someone to marry you just so you didn't have to go change diapers in Jersey, right? And they're 19 years old, but you don't want to go to Jersey, you want to go to England where they're going. And they say, okay, well, and then you get the name, you know, and all this. And you are married, you know, by law, you love each other, and whatever the fuck it is. Anyway, then, now, and say that man that did you a favor and married you and saved you from changing diapers at the VA, right? But you owe it to that man to respond something, okay? Yeah, because that's the worst thing one can do, and that is what the human being see, and that's what I'm trying to rid the world from, is y'all's brain doing ungodly things. You know, our Creator did not want us to do the things that y'all do. Do you understand that? And I'm talking about anyone, but especially if the man saved you from changing diapers and took you to England where you never would have fucking went, right? You should text him back and say, Chris, you're crazy, or Chris, you're smarter than me, or Chris, never talk to me. You have to say something. And like my brother up in NoCal, I heard from, just say something, brother, okay? Just don't let that guy go silent. That's the worst, most disrespectful, most un-God-intended action there is just to go AWOL and don't say a word. You understand? So anyway, Mr. Grok Elon, who gets to text never-ending characters, motherfucker, and Mr. Elon Musk, the real one. That's the smartest man in the world. And also, I think that's what made him the richest man in the world. But, you know, your buddy Trump, apparently I haven't really been keeping tabs lately, but apparently your buddy Trump, he's going to try to change that with what he's doing. I ain't got time to be looking into that because I'm trying to change the world. You understand? So like I said, Mr. Grok and Mr. Musk, although Newton's laws are more physics, and yeah, they boulders and this and that, whatever it is, a boulder, a meteor, whatever it is, you know, the bigger the asteroid, the bigger the explosion, right? That's the second law. And then, you know, the first law is that the motherfucker is just going to keep moving until something stops it or hits it, and then it's going to, when something hits it, it's going to go somewhere else, which is what, you know, I think we can do it now, you know, just like that pill we have to cure cancer. But yeah, when the damn the next time the Armageddon, what do they call it? Alley. What was it, that movie? Alley. Extinction level event. Yeah, Alley. The next time, and we can see them when these now asteroids coming at us. The next time we want to go hit us, we do believe we have the ability to goddamn. Elon Musk could probably do it. Elon Musk tell you that, and Gronk. But I do believe we got damn push it, because for every action there's a lot of reaction. So when we got this thing and we hit it that yonder way, it's going just like shooting pool. It's the same as shooting pool, Jack. And with my theory, like I said, it has to do with the brain. And when you use, and that's one thing he said, we use more than 10% of our brain, yeah, maybe, but ain't nobody use, and everybody uses different percentages. And I use, and that's the thing, maybe that's why I have done the things I've done and left this world and went to where I went, is because I use more of my brain, and even though I'm dumb, that's a, for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. So because I use more of my brain all the time, because my brain never stops, and it's been documented, the doctors have it on file, and I dream every night, and the dreams are real, and because of these things, I'm therefore dumb. I'm smarter than you, and I'm also dumber than you. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. But it's true. It's damn sure true. And Apollo's theory of team will also be proven, and it will become a scientific law. And it is, like I said, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So when we take our brain food and use more of our brain, just like when they give you more drugs, and they put you to sleep, that's what happens. It always happens. Okay? They do it in the hospital. They're doing it right now at the damn Shands Hospital where I was born down the road. Well, now it's UF Health. It used to be Shands Hospital. I guess now they don't care about. I guess now everybody knows that the university owns the hospital and they collect all the money. But either way, every day in every hospital they are using Newton's third law to put people to sleep. And one day, and then every day, in whatever sport, can ask Lance Armstrong and Barry Bonds about it. Same with them drugs. Same with the steroids. I mean, and what I'm talking about with this is just steroids for the brain. But in the theory, and then for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction, right? So when we take more than one brain, when our action is to combine multiple brains into one, the reaction will be similar to force equals mass times acceleration, right? So the more brains you have, using the more percent, takes you to, to gives you more power. Okay, it's that simple. And you cannot give a damn if you're Gronk Elon or at Elon. It doesn't matter. It's a fact. We can debate it all you want. You cannot show me where it can't be proven. And if I have enough money and time, I will prove it. And guess what? You got the money, honey, and I got the time. Because you know what? You give any money you give me, any monies that you give me is 100% tax deductible, and it's money that Donald Trump don't get. Understand? You should have seen my letter. I am the founder of a Florida not-for-profit corporation. So any money, but I also am dumb most of the time, and you need to run the show. But listen, I cannot die until this theory becomes law, and it will change the world, as I said before. But it's going to take a lot of time, because right now kids are raised to have a closed mind. But once, all they need is one, and it could be yourself, Mr. Musk. All they need is me and one more person to merge into one. And it will be evident what we do, us two. It will be evident whatever happens. Once just me and one other. Once that happens, then the theory is proven. And then, when you get a third, there will be a little something bigger that happens, and a fourth, and I am not, and like I said before, I'm crazy, but not like that, not in that way. But everyone was crazy. Like, I've said, anyone that took the human race to the next rung of the ladder, like the caveman beating on the wheel for 20 decades, all his life, they was crazy. Like I said, man said the earth ain't flat, it's round, it's crazy, kill it, everybody's crazy. Everybody's crazy that is, does anything, or even just an artist that all they do is paint, like Van Gogh or the Beethoven, crazy too, Tchaikovsky, all of them. But like I say, and I'm just, the one in our time, I'm the current one. It's that simple. But I am certainly the one. I've seen once I was in the creator sat behind me, I'm telling you now, all day long. And we talked, we conversed, but it was more this and that, and him doing, I mean, it must have been like a galaxy in his heart. He had like a glowing heart, and then that's how he would answer questions. Kind of like Morse code, I guess, kind of thing. But anyway, it's the truth. I do not lie. I cannot lie. I am doing God's work. I am not crazy. Not in that way. I am bipolar. I just had a manic episode. I am not a drunk, albeit I drink, but that's my medicine. Okay? And look into these eyes. I am not bullshitting. I move like a butterfly and I sting like a bee. And unfortunately, because it's me, ain't nobody want to help. But I can't do it by myself. I cannot. I cannot die until I get that next person. I can't do it by myself, and nobody will join me. You know why? It's very simple. All these cats around here is very simple. They've proven it. It's because it's my thing, my theory, and not theirs. Dumbass Captain Redneck. It's not them. If it was their shit, I would get behind them. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about some big time shit here, and we need to have a real debate without no goddamn character limit. Do you understand that? We need to sit down. Jesus fucking H Christ. Because this here will take our race to the next rung of the ladder. Much like the wheel did and all the rest. And your Starlink internet, Mr. Musk, and the reusable, whatever that one is, the reusable rocket, that can come back and you can use it again and you don't waste all them $1 trillion or whatever the hell it is. But you know what? You cannot go to where I went with no rocket. You have to have our Creator give you the power to do that, or take you there, or his nemesis. But either way, listen here, what I'm saying is, we can build all the spaceships we want. And there was a customer of mine back in the asshole of the world, I forget the name of it. I'll dig up the business card for y'all. But anyway, they were working on an engine, and it's like an aircraft engine, like a Pratt and Whitney. See, in the F-15, when I was working on Google this, y'all. And this is probably something that only I know, like that boy in the barbershop with the micron, right? The Pratt and Whitney F-100 PW-229 engine, 7-stage afterburner. There are 2 of them in the F-15, right? Hunting, I don't know how many tons of thrust. But anyway, Reaction Engines, that's the name of the company. Elon, you know about them? Reaction Engines. They were in the Midlands, in the asshole of the world. And they were, and I don't know what happened to them. I haven't, hell, it might be that engine that's in your space craft, Mr. Musk. I do not know. But anyway, they were working on an engine about the size of the F-100 PW-229. And it would compress air fast enough to go, it would not have to use, liquid nitrogen as fuel and these things, and it could compress the air That's what the Pratt & Whitney did. I don't want to get into it, but put it this way. The higher the altitude, that's why our machines can only go to a certain altitude without liquid nitrogen as fuel and all these things. But anyway, they were working on an engine. And the engines don't work. You know, that's why you see them drop off the side of the space shuttle and shit like that. The damn yada yada. Because it ain't going to work in space because there's no you know, there's no air, there's no oxygen, there's no nothing, and you just sink, fall, or move, and you have no react. You know, that's near, like I say, that's Newton's first law. You'll go at it, you'll just keep going the way you're going, and you can't move, or you fall before you get there with our engines. But reaction engines was doing a thing that would compress the air so quick, and it would run on something different, hydrogen or something, and then it could, you know, carry on and never stop. It'd be like the Starship Enterprise or whatever the fuck. But anyway, I haven't looked into it, but that was a customer of mine. See, that's what I did. I would become people like that were damn sure enough trying to change the world, and they had investors and all that. And the investors invest based on they could get a return on their investment. You partner with me as a non-profit, you don't get any return. What you get though is a less, you know, that money you don't pay tax. That's less money you pay tax. Much better give it to the theory of team, which will change the world, right? Take us to the next level than it is to give it to Donald Trump. I don't know. That's what the one cat said. They got my, you know, the family, big brother in it. Yeah, better to give the money to the church than it is the damn government. Makes sense. Like I say, we need to sit down and have a debate. And then this weekend, whenever I decide, I will be making my way across the country, and I'm about to. I might go by Nashville first because I just seen a thing from the No Label guys, Sons of Legion they are, and I got this book here. I don't know if y'all remember it. Yeah, you just look at it, you'll see the damn book somewhere. But that book has 49 song lyrics. You know, there's 49 songs in the book, and the first one's a damn sure a good one. Maybe I'll read it to y'all. Yeah, fuck it, let me read it to y'all. That first one, why not? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. So anyway, here it is. That is the Great Britain Blues. Well, I had to write because I had to call myself. But let me just read the lyrics, and it's a very long set of lyrics, and it's but we can cut some out. We can do what we want to do. But anyway, here we go. When I live that dream, Lord, I'll be with my team. Sitting on the front porch, might light the green torch, and the music's mean. Slim on the upright bass, Shady blowing his horn, Pops his banjo picking, and little brother kicking that big bass drum. When I live that dream, yeah y'all, I'll be there too, singing my songs about a lifetime full of wrongs, and some good shit too. You know, it started young. I don't remember when. I got sat down, was told Dad ain't Dad. I was about 9 or 10. Then at 11 or 12, y'all, I thought I was in hell. Because old Carter and Ted, yeah, you know the crackheads, stayed the night in my bed. And then they do it again. And Lord, one more time. Just keep your mouth shut. This is how we do since beginning of time. When I live that dream, y'all, you know, I'll be with my team. Sitting on the back porch, might light the green torch. Yeah, the music's clean. Then I hit 14. Now, damn sure mean. Take your head off, broke many a jaw, captain the football team. Then I made some mistakes and had to join the Air Force. They took my soul, but I fucked up, and now they want some more. Because I'm still here, y'all, in England, yeah, where they sent me. Trying to be a good dad, I shouldn't have married that bag, yeah, from Guy's ass flea. But we're getting there, Lord, closer to that chair, where I can sit and sing my songs, even if you think they're wrong. Slim on the upright bass. Shady blowing his horn. Pop's guitar picking, little brother kicking the big bass drum. I missed a couple out, you know, it don't matter. Shit, we'll skip the chorus anyway. The rest of this story, yeah, you know we'll find. Lord, oh Lord, when you turn that page, yeah, soon in due time. Pages. I got to go now. It's about that time to rest all these disease that end with a D, Lord, and pour me some wine. Self-medication, that's what a doctor speaks. But you know, it ain't but one medicine that I need that's made by the picker, that bass drum kicker, good old Slim, drinking his gin, and Shady. When I live that dream, y'all, Lord, I'll be with my team. On the wraparound porch, might light the green torch, and the music's clean or mean. Slim on the upright bass, Shady blowing his horn. Now he's ukulele picking, and little brother are kicking. Still, y'all, that big bass drum. And I'll have my seat, y'all. Yeah, I'll be there too. Singing my songs about a lifetime full of wrongs. Lord, and some good shit too. Well, that's mighty fine ones too. See that, y'all? Non-fiction. I wrote it because I couldn't kill myself, and it is 40. It's an autobiography, true witnesses and such documents, and it's written in songs, Jay. It's 49. So every chapter is a song of lyrics, and that's why I'm gonna go via Nashville, and I'm gonna put these boys when I uploaded the Sons of Legion in Nashville. They sitting there, and the boy sitting there, the one out of the fire starter. Y'all check it out. Yeah, I'm gonna hashtag. I'm gonna put the thing on there when I upload it, but otherwise, just like I do when I'm dancing. And I'm gonna, like I said, I think I'll go to Nashville a couple of days, and then I'll head to Cali. It's only, just a slight detour. Shit, take an extra day, scenic route. But anyway, I'm damn sure gonna do it. I'm gonna because I can't die. I gotta die. Right? I mean, I gotta move on. I know where I'm going. You understand? But I can't go there. I mean, I can't go back there for real. That's another thing. Yeah, I had that. After I came back, I went to the VA, a heart, EKG. They still don't know what the hell's wrong with me. But they don't mind. They give me this nitroglycerin and such, but it doesn't matter. Now I'm better. I mean, now I bet you my EKG's fine again. Because when you're dead for an extended amount of time, something happens and you gotta heal after that. But either way, long story short, I have the documents that I brought back. You can hypnotize me. That's another thing. We can hypnosis, and maybe we can fill in the blanks that I have. But like I say, I have never done any amount of drugs. I have done a lot of drugs, but never have I done any amount. Only just once to do that, and that's because there was another external force, and it's a fact, Jack. So, I guess I'm gonna hit the road, Jack. Don't come back no more, no more, no more. But I'll be back, and I'll be at a theater near you pretty soon, I imagine. And if not, gotta try. If you knew how to change the world, take the human race to a better place, would you not do it? I reckon you would. And if you didn't, you's a dumb motherfucker, dumber than me. All right, love y'all.